Hey family, it's Herbalist Viola. Yeah, I'm just gonna wait for some people to come on. Right now, I'm talking to myself, but I'm just doing this video. I got like 4 emails with people doubting the herbs, and I know I spoke on it before. And I said, let me just go live and just see if some people are bold enough to want to talk about what they fear about taking herbal treatments, taking herbal supplements in itself. So I'm just going to wait and just see if someone come on and want to chat. Just want to chat about, um, what is the fear? What is the fear? Um, I know a lot of us, we go off what our parents and what we've been, taught and what actually works for us. Now, you already know. Okay, so in my family, Tylenol was king. Tylenol, was it Motrin? I don't think it was Motrin, but Tylenol, and you just bought it. It was like second nature. You just bought it, and I may be not monetizing this video, but Tylenol was king. You always bought it, hands down. I don't know how many people's going to admit that, but you bought Tylenol for everything. You talking about colds, flus, headaches, especially backaches, pain, aches. You bought Tylenol. And if you look at Tylenol, and I know I keep saying this word, but if you look at this this treatment, uh what did it really actually do, and why we took it so long? Why we still taking it? I mean, I would say, do I remember Tylenol at 4 years old? I know I remember Tylenol between 5 and 7. And, like I said, I'm in my 50s, and we're talking about over 50 years. If you subtract over 40 years taking Tylenol, and I don't know. I don't know how you feel, but I don't know if some people want to put in a chat, make sure you share this. Make sure you get some more people on. You can ask questions later. I'll answer questions later. But I just find a lot of people, like I said, I did get a couple of emails saying that, this lifestyle, taking herbs and taking holistic treatments, is demonic. And I was like, why? Why would you think that? And like I said, it's what you learn in your household, because by time you born, you birth to, really, for you to understand and have a back and forth conversation is like what, 2 3, and really to clearly understand, to be understood, is 4 and 5, and to have a intellectual conversation, it's like 6 or 7. And we learn that from our parents. We learn from our parents what to take, what not to take. We learn from our grandparents. We see what's in their medicine cabinet. We see just what we see. And it seemed like it worked, right? I don't know if you want to put some stuff in the comments, but it seems like it works. But what was the herbal treatments that I think we kind of missed? I remember my grandma doing something, but she wouldn't tell you what it was. It was like in tin cans and in glass bottles, and you don't really pay attention to it. All you remember was the stuff that you seen on TV. Stuff you seen on TV. I don't even, unless you actually make the commercial yourself and spend millions of dollars to get it on the television. The television, I'm gonna leave that word there. Unless you get it on TV, that's the only way you're gonna put out, talk about, well, no, I don't even see CMOS. Well, I don't watch regular TV. I don't even know CMOS. If somebody want to put in the comments, is CMOS on the TV? Is it on there? I don't know. But Tylenol sure is, Advil, all these commercials. Like when I was saying before, I said, let me go and sit down and watch TV and watch commercials. I did that yesterday. I said, I got to do it. So I took 2 hours, but, could have been doing so much stuff, but I sat down 2 hours and watched TV, and I was listening to the commercials, and I was like, okay, let me see if it says parasitic again. I promise you, it's 4 commercials, different medications, and it says, let us know if you have parasites. And I was like, like if one of the issues, and if you look at each one of the videos, it has something to do with the organs, meaning the heart. It has something to do with the liver. It has something to do with the stomach, and it has something to do with the intestines. And it all referred to parasites at the end and horrible. I just put like that, horrible side effects. And I'm like, when they take inflammation and parasites, that's the main thing that I go after when I speak to people. When I speak of these holistic, remedies, treatments, herbal treatments, that's the main thing we do. And we want you to get down in deep and really find out what's really going on with your organs, what's going on with your blood, what's going on with your lymphatic system, your digestive system. Why you're not pooping? I'm going to ask that question. Why are you not pooping? I did a class Wednesday, and I was telling, I said this on my video, I was saying that a normal stool, going to the bathroom is about from the tip of your finger to the bottom of your elbow. That's a normal. And the gentleman was like, who do that? He was like kind of shocked. And I'm like, that is a normal bowel movement from the American diet. You see how much we eat? Come on, be honest. Who eats a big meal? Be honest. Who eats a big meal? I can't. I don't have a gallbladder, so I eat small meals. I eat a small meal, and I'm like satisfied. I've learned over time. Now it takes time to get off of this gluttony that we do, that we pile our plates and want to be stuffed to where all I want to do is lay down. I was like, nope, I'm not doing that anymore. I'm not doing it anymore. But go back, think about what you do with that plate when you eat, how many chicken legs you get, how much piece of meat you get, and that plate is covered. And then we go to the bathroom, and we go to the bathroom, and you crap that little bit. You just, it's just one little whoop. Yeah, I know I can't show videos, but your poop is probably about this long, or it's just your poop tells your health, but it's just lumps. And then you constipated, you got pains on your side that you never had before. And you were like, what is that? But our American diet, the way we eat, and just think like you hear like a course. When you go to a restaurant, you sit down, you first start with soup, salad, and then, the main meal. I'm going to leave it there, the soup, salad. You got bread, you got the main meal, and then you get dessert. You know how stuffed you're making yourself to what you want to do is sleep when you need to go on a walk. That's why it's good to go on a date, because after the date, you go on a walk when you're supposed to. You're supposed to go on a walk. But all in that, we eat like so much. And then we take what's on the TV, we take those commercials, and we take that as like law, like, that's what we're supposed to take, instead of believing in and, the herbs. So like I said, when I got that email, it was one that used the word demonic. The other one was specifically saying, I wasn't taught that. Do everybody has parasites? Another another email was like, well, I just don't believe it because I don't see it work. And I was like, are they even taking the time to go through the process of a lot of us just rush, and want the instant, like I was talking about the microwave, the last live. Everybody want this instant result, when the instant result is just like numbing the pain. It's just like taking a open wound. Like, let's say if you cut off your finger half, and it's hanging on by a piece of meat, and you put a Band-Aid on it. That's what you're doing when you take these things, I'm gonna leave it there. I don't want them to say you blasphemy, you cutting off my you talk about my products. You talk about products, but I just want you, for the people who are scared. Why are you scared? What is the fear? What is the fear? For it to work? You know, my fear is me taking something, me taking something that's on a TV that cause what those side effects are. I don't want to be blind. I don't want, it was like, may cause a temporary blindness. I said, what the hell? And I'm looking at the other one and it was saying how, well, not that you're aware, I did do a video when I was saying most medications, and I'm talking about the medications that's prescribed in the store bought, most of them constipate you. It constipates you because it robs you of some fluid. It robs you of fluid. If y'all ain't noticed that, and you're like, I never thought about that. Most of us don't. Most of us don't. And I know I'm like crossing back and forth. Hey, Larry, how you doing? What's that, Benita? Hey, Benita, just want to, make sure I say hello to everybody. But far as when I got those emails, people being scared of herbal remedies, herbal treatments, I get it. But you got to look at where it comes from. A lot of things we've been taught. A lot of things we've been taught, we need to unlearn. A whole lot of things we need to unlearn. I'm going to just stick with the herbs. I'm going to stick with the herbs and stick with that lane. And it's a lot we get from our family members and our parents, our grandparents, because of their religion or because of, what they experienced, what they believe. And then, like, I remember my grandmother, she just, like I mentioned before, she do not want hats on the bed. And she would, damn near beat you behind to get that damn hat off the bed. So we have people that actually do that to their children. They will, you're not taking them herbs. I'm not taking that. It's going to make you sick. And then you hear about all of the negative things that you hear about herbs. And it's just a plant. It's just the plant. Like I was saying before, how they damn near scare you about the mushrooms. You be like, all mushrooms ain't poisonous. They're not. They're not. There's so many mushrooms in, it's a fungus, it's a fungi, whatever you want to call it. It's that thing that grows. You be like, what the hell is that? It just grows. It just come up, especially when it's must and dew and you go in the forest. That's the people who has it. Like I'm in Colombia. It's a whole bunch of trails. It's a whole bunch of trails. You'll look at some trees and they got mushrooms and fungus growing off in it. To me, they look pretty. But when I was a little kid, I was scared of them. I'm going to be honest. I was scared. I was like, oh, it's going to kill me. Because, what you learned in school, what you heard from your friends, when you go to other people's houses and you hear this, same thing that they made the herbs, which is just the stuff from the trees. It's better than the other stuff. And I can't really say what the other stuff is, but y'all read between the lines. It's nothing to be scared of. Like, I did reach out to the people, the emails, hey, give me a call. But I was like, no, let me just do this video to show them. I really can't really show them because it's your personal, it's your like superstition, is your reality, is your your upbringing. Because our parents do be scaring the shit out of us. Come on now. You be like, what the hell? You be like, am I going to get a beating because I ain't wearing no pantyhose to church? But, hey, Chris. But, you think about that. You think about being, raised from your family who, however your family dynamic is, you take on their superstition, you take on what they have in their medicine cabinet to be law, right down to you doing the same thing when you have your children, and you just repeat it. We just repeat it. And then we looking at it and we repeating the same health. Same thing with the food, we repeat the same health. But I just don't want people to be scared of holistic remedies, treatments, whatever you look at. Don't be scared. Don't. It's nothing to be fearful. It's nothing to be scared of. because it's the same thing you're taking, it's the same thing you're taking, but they just make it synthetic. They just make it their own. I don't know what exact words. I didn't really want to go down there, but they do. They just, you know, and we already know. I was gonna hold up. I didn't even bring it. Hold on. And we already know. We already know what the main reason is. It's all about this. It's all about that. So we'll leave it there. We'll leave it there. Not saying it's like a monopoly, but yeah, I believe that. That's my opinion. That's, herbalist bio. That's my opinion. We can go, you can research it for yourself. You can research it for yourself, but they call them, the coins, the greenbacks or whatever we look at it, because when you watch these commercials, they spend a pretty penny. I mean, a pretty penny on these commercials. And you're like, what the hell? And then you know, grandma, and it's like the matriarch, the patriarch in your family. It's like law. It's like whatever granddaddy say or whatever grandma say, it's the law. You don't back talk, you don't do anything. And it's the same thing, we repeat that cycle, like I said, and we end up saying, well, I got proof. It works on TV. It's this, it's this, it's that. And then on TV, they got this pretty thing and they got backed by their lawyers. They got their scientists. They got all these, things that, pay that. And it's like, it works. You see people moving around and then later they'll have another issue. They'll be like, okay, so I went in for my heart. So why is my kidney and then why is my liver jacked up? And now all of a sudden, now I got to get my gallbladder removed. So I'm not going to go down that road, but I'm going to go down another road. We just got to look at, why do we want to risk losing other organs, having other issues, and it's just a band-aid. When we cut your hand, like I said, when you cut your finger, you got a piece of meat hanging off, and you put a band-aid on it. What's gonna happen to your finger? What's gonna happen to your finger, family? Huh? Hey, Carrie. Look, thank you for coming on. But guys, what's gonna happen to your finger? What's going to happen to your finger when it's damn near cut off and it's just a piece of meat hanging? Can Tylenol help, or can that Band-Aid help? You gotta go to surgery. You gotta go to the doctor. You gotta go and get it fixed. You gotta go in and get it sewed up. It needs to be stitched. It needs to be mended. So why if? So I'm laughing because I don't want to say some things. So, I'm trying to clean it up. So why is it that you watch these commercials and then at the end they'll say, well, talk to the doctor if you think you got parasites. It's a parasitic or whatever the word is. I forgot. I said it before. But it'll say parasites. You'll be like, you're going to take care of my parasites? Because I don't think, I'm trying to think. Like I said, I'm 54. I don't think I ever went to the doctor and they said anything about parasites. I don't know. I'm sitting here thinking about it. That just started coming up in the commercial because I used to be a movie fanatic, and back before, I said TV makes you stupid. But anyway, before I started, I would binge watch Lifetime. I would watch all Turner Classic movies. I don't know. If y'all could put in the chat, I used to watch all this TV and these commercials. I never heard any of them say about parasites. I'm trying to think. I don't remember anyone talk about parasites. But if you speak to any herbalist, any holistic, anybody talking about the herbs, the main thing we talk about is do you think you got parasites? That's the first thing you taught, and the first thing you look at. parasites, vitamins, and minerals. It's like parasites. So when I made that video, when I was like, "Oh, y'all got parasites," we do. It's just how many you have, and do you doing a cleanse and do treatments. But I know a lot of people that's supposed to be scared of, this field. Like, they be calling us witches and practicing voodoo and all. Like, I take that as a compliment. I don't care what anybody. I take that as a compliment because of side effects and non-side effects. I'd rather eat a plant. I'd rather eat a plant, or I'd rather take some herbs than some of this other stuff that tells me that it could literally, cut up my arteries a little bit, like salt and grains and all other stuff. Imagine that just, seeping through, seeping through your intestines and going into your blood. And you're like, well, how can my body get that out? Then when your blood get filtered through your liver, so you don't think that clogs your liver? You don't think that clogs your liver? I mean, I don't know. I mean, I hate to, I can speak of some family members. I'll just go this way. I speak of some family members. Some family members, I don't know what the hell you doing, Viola, but it ain't right. It ain't right. It ain't right. And they'll say it's a sin against God. And I'm like, it is? I mean, I'm not trying to dime families out. And then some families, they don't want to hear anything about this area. They don't. And that's the only reason I'm doing a video, because it just needs to be said. It just needs to be said. It's nothing to be scared of unless you don't know what you're doing. And it's like, when you have that fear, like of the unknown, it's nothing wrong with just going to test it out, try it. I mean, it is a process. It's a process. It's like no quick fix. Now, if you take that castor oil and turpentine, you will be going within about 4 hours. It depends on what you've eating and how long you eat. That's a quick fix. I'm just going to just put it out there right now, because your grandmas know, your grandma, your grandparents, your however you call your granny, your grandma, your great grandma. They knew from when they look at the kids running around, they're like, my baby got parasites. They would take a sugar cube and put a couple of drops of turpentine in there, because why? Parasites love the sugar. So that, the kids thinking they sucking on a sugar cube. I don't know if they do sugar cubes anymore, but I remember the sugar cubes. I could be telling my age. I don't know if you want to put in the comment, but I don't think I've ever seen sugar cubes. I'm trying to think. Have I seen sugar cubes? I don't know. I probably didn't been in the store and look at it, because I hate that owl. I said it. I don't like that owl. I don't. I be like, that's what fucked me up in the first place. I be like, I said it. That's what jacked me up in the first place. All this inflammation and stuff. But like I said, I don't know if they do the sugar cubes. I may have to look. Maybe I'll go and look and take a picture and say, yeah, I found it. But they'll take some sugar cubes and they'll give it to the kids. They give it to the babies. I didn't say what age the babies. So don't be giving that to your babies. When I say babies, like my babies are 32 and 25. I still call them my babies. But we're talking about the little kids. I would say 10 years, Some is, I think, depends on your grandma. And look, when I be saying these things, you guys gotta look at exactly the dynamics of your family, the age of your child, the weight. They would take a cube, one or two cubes, and put 2 drops of turpentine and make sure it soaks inside of that cube. Hear me out. And they'll give it to the child, and killing parasites. But what we do, we got to take that medication that's on TV, and it says, okay, take this for 14 days. And then, those, like I say, biotics, those biotics kill all of your gut flora, the good and bad, both. the good and the bad. And you be like, well, how long it takes to grow back? It all depends on how long you've been taking it. All depends on you, what you eat, what you don't eat, what you don't take. And a lot of us saying, I just take one vitamin. I'm like, which one? They were like D. I'm always hearing everybody, oh, I'm taking this vitamin D, but they're not taking anything else. And it's like, and they wonder why the vitamin, they still keep taking the vitamin D when they go to the doctor, because the doctor not telling them, you taking that vitamin D, but it ain't absorbing your body. And let me get back. That's why you got to take the herbs. This is why you got to eat the rainbow. I already told you what garlic has. Garlic has so many minerals and vitamins, and we don't do that. Same thing with honey and turmeric, and we gotta echinacea. We have to look at the true antibiotics that we take that's natural versus this stuff that has side effects. Like, answer me in the group. Hey Donna, answer me in the group. When you eat an apple, versus an apple versus like hear me out. If you take an apple and if you take applesauce that's bought in the store, right? Why the applesauce got all these damn ingredients? So you be like, I just want the applesauce. So that's why it's best to take a whole apple, the whole foods, is take that whole apple and blend it yourself. That's the purest applesauce. Purest. I know. It's in the store. It's beautiful. It's cute. You like the label, and it's like, yeah, and it comes in little packs. But why is there so many damn ingredients? I haven't noticed. They be like, what? Wait a minute. And then you be like, well, what is these damn words? An apple. What? A whole apple. A whole apple is what? It's just an apple, right? It's just an apple. But I know we got to clean it because it got the wax, and then wherever it was, pesticides and whatever was sprayed on, we clean it off. That's why sometimes it's best just to take that apple. And I know the skin is like the best, healthiest, the best for us. But sometimes you can't eat the skin, but it's best to make your own applesauce. And I'm not going into, baby food or anything like that. But you be like, and I know, look, I get it. I know that we changed the world's changed, and everything is going this way, meaning packaged, but the packaged and how can I say this nicely? The can, the glass, the package, that's like processed foods. And then when you get sick and then you speak to us and we go, no processed foods, you be like, what the hell? You be like, what can I eat? And we like whole foods. We like plant-based. And then it's like, but that's not what I'm used to. I don't know how to do that. But we got to get back there. Grandma and grandpa, like I said, the matriarchs, the patriarchs, they knew that. But we so quick to rush and like forget that. Mom going on a date, mom doing this. I ain't got time. I'm playing video games. I want to dance. I want to be my friends. School, part-time job. And then we miss all of the free education that we had with our grandparents, that wisdom. We miss all that. Because we rushed to this microwave world, and we rush. We listen to everything that the TV says. We listen to everything. And there's like millions and millions and millions of doctors, and we believe everything they say, which, I'm not telling you don't believe them, but you couldn't get a second opinion. You always get a second, but I clean that up. You got to get a second opinion, because remember, what they taught and what they go to school, guess what? And they going off their religion, their health. So the doctors have their set thing, and then they want to give you, let me make sure I fix this. They want to, give you this, and it's okay. I would never tell you get off medication. I'm not a doctor. I'm just an herbalist. I'm just, I'm living off. I'm thinking of the last 50 years. Last 50 years, what I did with my body, and when I get the email saying, holistic and these herbal remedies, they scared, it's demonic, it ain't healthy. You hear all this stuff and you be like, well, what they reading? Who they talking to? Because and even some movies, they'll go, oh yeah, the herbal treatment don't work. And you be like, what the hell? That little girl, she's like, what the hell? I know I'm wrong. And mama go, stop. She's like, what the hell? Let me get back. I had to say it. It was in my head. I was like, hearing that little girl say, what the hell? I was like, no, we got kids, TikTok kids cussing, but I just had to go there. I had to go there. I know this video. I would say, you ain't leaving this video up. But we gotta to learn to go with the unknowing sometimes. Like, if I'm telling you it's already documented, it's already facts, we already know what mullein leaf do for your lungs. We already know. You already see they took, rest in power, Dr. Sabi. You already seen him up in lights. But I was thinking about, before he got in lights, before he came, if he was still under the shadows, y'all know how many healthy people be around here. Y'all know how many healthy people. I said it. I was like, dang, I would love to have met him. Shoot, just to be in his presence, to be. Wait, okay, that I mean, he sat there and told y'all about the mucus. Yeah, we don't pay attention to it. We don't pay attention to acidic. We don't pay attention. We look at these commercials and our people, gets in our heads and got us believing how, oh, that's the devil. And you be like, what the heck? How? What? You be like, how? And some things, your mama tell your dad tell you things. You be like, Dad, I used it. I took some Bladerax and sea moss, and I feel good. I'm energized. I'm pooping, and then you can have the parents like, no, don't take it. But like I said, don't hate your parents. Don't hate your family. Do not do that. Do not do that. All you got to do is let them believe what they want. That's all I'm saying right now. And you use it for yourself. That's all I can say, because it's really not a fear. The fear is the unknown. The scared is the unknown. The scared is, hey, this might be true. This might work. And we already know it works. Facts is already out there. Studies already. Books. I got like 20 books in front of me that it works. And you be like, and I'm a talk about Linda Page. Linda Page. I'm gonna go there because yeah, I know what I'm saying. Go with Linda Page. You read this book, you be like, what the hell? This woman went through what she went through. We talking about cancer, family. Cancer. We talking about cancer. I was listening to this book. I read the book twice. And I'm like, powerful sister. And what she did, she just went the simple. We go the simple way. When you go this way, it's the simple one. When you go the other way, it's complex. It got tentacles. It goes here, it goes there. Because I say, how do I go with, how can I put it? Let me clean it up. Okay, so how can I go with, I have an issue, like let's say if I have a headache and you don't know why you getting these headaches. You don't know why you're not sleeping. And you like, what in the world? I'm like, I can't do this. My body's not healing and other stuff, And then I go to, see my doctor and I'm talking with them and they give me, the medication. And then I'm talking about me, y'all. And then end up, well, you have to take this because I noticed, something's going on with your lab results, it's an issue with your kidney. Issue with your liver. I'm like, what the hell? How is that issue with my liver? And then you end up getting hemorrhoids and you like, the hell now? You be like, what in the world? And then you wake up, we wake up and then we said, I want an alternative. You start speaking to people, you get in this other world. You get into this other world. You be like, wait a minute. Is that all I need to do? You mean it's really the food? Never have thought in a million years. Never have thought. I need to not eat that processed apple. I just need to eat the real thing, the whole food. I mean, the one that has no ingredients. What ingredients do an apple have? Did anybody say it? Did anybody? I guess I missed it. I asked the question. I asked the question. Did anybody? You gonna tell me? No, no. An apple. But we got so many other substitutes that we have. People like applesauce have so many ingredients. I'm like, well, why do I have any ingredients? And then you ever notice, like, who can really put in the comments? I remember tasting a pineapple, right? A pineapple, a pure pineapple tastes way different than the pineapple they put in them cans, right? You be like, is that shit fake? It's like the syrup, the juice, and it's so sweet. I mean, you eat it and you're like, oh, this is so good. And then this is me, y'all. I'm talking about me. When I taste it, I said, this is not a pineapple. Mind you, hear what I'm saying. Hear what I'm saying, how we be hooked and we need to unlearn some shit. Come on. A real pineapple and the canned stuff, they don't taste the same. Come on. Anybody with me on that? Anybody with me on that? They don't taste the same. I was like, why this one tastes more tart and it's not as sweet as the stuff in a can? I'm just saying, we get everything in can. I don't know, I'm telling my age. I don't know if they still sell or have the food pantry that would give you food and it just had words on it. It didn't have a label. It was just a can. And sometimes, no, it had a white label. I'm sorry. My bad. You know, yeah, sometimes the labels of our cans that came off because it was white labels. I remember. I don't know. I'm serious. You go to the pantry. Y'all know what I'm talking about. You get the white label food and it just have like one word on there. Be one word from the company on the back, but it don't have no ingredient. It just have one word. And it'll be like it'll say pears, it'll say peas, it'll say mixed vegetables or mixed fruit. And we open it up. We open it up, and even the cherries, come on now, come on, even the cherries be tasting like that. Don't taste like the cherry when you go get the cherry right from the plant itself. It don't taste the same. It don't taste. You be like, why? And then we scared to take remedies and herbs and go out there and just get your dandelion, clean it up and eat it, juice it, however. Go out there and get the mushrooms, but make sure you got a book, because some of y'all or go and get a class or be taught which mushrooms. But you just go to the store. You go to the store and you see the mushrooms. You got all these different mushrooms, especially Reese mushrooms. Love it, love it, love it. But we got all these different mushrooms that we can choose. And the only reason I'm bringing mushrooms, I was scared to death of mushrooms, y'all. It was like how it was poisonous, and you hear all these stories. You were like people dying from eating mushrooms, and it was because it wasn't clean right, or it wasn't properly taken care of, and they was just going out and scaring you on TV, and you don't like that shit. You be like, wait a minute, so you already kept us from what we should have been eating, but you rather push pork and beef. And I'm sorry for you guys who eat pork and beef, but you rather push that on me. And then I'm wondering why my arteries are clogged. Just like if we take an apple, I'm going to just keep going back to an apple. An apple, it helps the parasites, family. It helps the gut. It helps your intestines. The right apple. The the right apple, the ones that you get from the true farmers market. I'll leave those words in there. From the true farmer, organic farmer, because your stuff get cross-pollinated for the ones who have the GMO farms, when the wind blows and stuff sprinkle here and sprinkle there. Y'all know. Y'all know. But it's nothing really to be scared of with these herbs and these herbs and these herbal remedies and these herbal treatments. It's nothing to be scared of. People say that it was the demonic, and because that's what they believe. And if you go back into history, it's just what they believed, because it was really to help you. I mean, that's my opinion. My opinion. So to get more of my opinion, it was just to fake you out, hoodwink you, blind you, make you go the expensive route instead of the inexpensive route. You see stuff growing, get a book, get a plant book. I'm trying to see where my plant book is. I'm in the middle of packing up some stuff, getting stuff out the way because I want to paint. I want to recarpet the floors. But yeah, get you a book that shows you all kinds of, yeah. Nah, this was just muculosis, a muculosis diet. But I was looking for a plant book. Yeah, I got a lot of plant books. Here we go. Here we go. Okay, this is the African. Yeah, that's the book I showed you guys last week. Oh, please don't fall. Please don't fall. The African medical book. This shows a whole array of plants. I mean, goes down, showing you different species, just showing you everything. This got the pictures too, words. And so, because look, like the bananas we eat, they're not. I'm about to say some stuff, so y'all could probably ignore me. But most of the fruit that you see, do you know it's like a whole array? Like there's a whole different array of apples. Like you got black apples, you got brown apples. Some apples that even look blue, but you don't see that in America. You don't see that here. That's why I be like, eat the rainbow. That's the rainbow I was saying, like sour sap. Who got sour sap in their area? And no, Carrie, don't answer, because we know you have it in Texas. We know you have it in Texas because I already seen it for myself. Who? Come on. I know, Donna. You probably it's a lot of people that's on here right now or in California. I know California have it, but here in Maryland, I ain't see them in the stores unless I go to, let me see, did I see it in Whole Foods? I ain't seen none in Whole Foods, and I ain't seen none in Mom's Organic. I ain't see it. Like jackfruit. That's what we need to be eating, especially with vegans. We want, we still got that meat taste. That's your meat. Those marshmallows. That's for your leaky gut, and I'm not talking about the squishy stuff. But it came in my head, so I just went on and kept going with it. But going back and have that substitute, even cauliflower. They can make cauliflower steaks. I know I was talking to the class and I was saying, the cauliflower, we can actually have a cauliflower cake. For those that vegan, y'all can relate to me. I know y'all can relate to me, but some people are like, what the hell are you talking about? A cauliflower steak and all this other stuff. Yes, that'll be our meat. These things fill you up. The chickpeas and all like that fill you up, because a lot of people, they go switch to vegan, and the proper amount of food that we need to eat, so we don't have to poop like this with the American diet, but the proper servings and we don't eat to get full, to get stuffed and all this other stuff, and that's what causes problems, and we get backed up and constipated. Then we go take the prescription medication, it gets worse, and be like, okay. But it's true. I ain't seen no sour sap. I be looking. I seen a couple of I did see jackfruit. I did see jackfruit, but I'm learning how to open that and take care of it and cook it. I'm learning this. If somebody can teach, I would love because I have so many so many recipe books that, I got them free offline. I ain't gonna sit here and lie. I get them offline, and there's me some wonderful recipes, and that's how I cook. That is how I cook. And people like, you need to do your own. No, Henry, I'm sorry. It'd be a while before I do a recipe book. It'd be a little while. Maybe a year or two, but I just take recipes and I use other people's recipes. As soon as I get good at substituting stuff, I will be trying to do something like that. But bring it back to, your health and being scared of herbal remedies. It's nothing to be scared of. Like I said, people, our families put their own perception, their own scared ways, and it's really nothing to be scared about. It's more to be scared on the other side, because I do have a family member. Like I said, I'm not going to say who it is. I do have a family member that had heart issues. They had stents put in their heart, and that scared me. I was like, the hell, why are you putting stents in their heart when you need to be telling them how not to have the stents and what to do to reverse, so they would have open arteries and open, veins and stuff like that. I'm like, so first it was 2 stents, and then they turned around and got 3 more stents, and I'm like, oh, we talking about the diet, then we talk about the fasting, I'm like, what? And then, after, constant medication, just like when you end up, and I'm going to talk about this, when you end up taking like blood thinner medications, majority of like some of the spices that you have are blood thinners. We don't think about that. And it's like, this is the stuff that you need to learn when you get, hold on, I got to fix this up. When you get stuff like this, when you get stuff like that, we need to know, we need to know a lot that's involved. I mean, a lot that's involved. And what I mean by that, the reason why you need to know more, because you want to know what it affects. Because like a lot of us go sit down, and that's why it's always good to have like one family doctor, the one that birthed you, that took care of you. And I know we get married, we leave, we join the military, we got all these different things, how we don't get that one provider, but that's how it should be, because they knew everything about you. Remember, you had your tonsils pulled at 12, and then you had chicken pox at 11. Then you had the flu, but you only have the flu once. That's the doctors we should have. The doctor said, nope, you don't need this. That's what the other doctors had. And then they were like giving fake pills. They did. Yeah, I go watch Little House on the Prairie. I'm going to relate to that. And they be like, I just gave them this so they'll think that it's working. And then all they need to do is some sunshine to run around. And they just need to poop. Come on. Who all remember that? Y'all still talking about sour sap? And that's the main reason why I said it. That's the main reason I said it. Sour sap. Because it kicks cancer's ass. That's what it does. That's why I go this route than the other route. Because the other route be hurting the organs. And I'm talking about, healing your organs. Reversing what we did. That's what I'm talking about with these herbs and these treatments. And when people tell you, it's the mark of the beast and all this other stuff, you're like, yeah. That's what you believe, because somebody brainwashed you, hoodwinked you, told you a bald-faced lie. Just told you a lie. Because okay, so in some, so in all fields there is poison. You can make a poison. What's that thing? Cyanide. Who y'all know cyanide? Some people don't know the difference, and you shouldn't have that with certain things. It's like if you take too much of the turpentine, boy, to kick your ass. Same thing when I got my very wise ex, I be saying 3 drops. And that's why I had to make a video, because I say 3 drops. I didn't say 3 droppers. I said drops. Like I can't. It's like I be wanting to say it. Like, hold on, let me drink this water. It's drops, family. I'm talking about like that, a drop, a drop. I had to do that video, and if you notice, I was scared. I was nervous making that video. I was too close to the camera. But anyway, you got to take drops. Like I have it 3 drops. I do that for a reason. It's a reason because it will kick your ass and have you throwing up and everything. You'll be pooping, and then y'all need to poop because I'm gonna have to go there. Some of us feel like, wow, it's still going. It's your body's still going because that's how full up you was. Y'all get the word. A lot of us are so full down there. A lot of us are still impacted and we need to go. But we need to stop being scared. And then you need to find out what was the fear. And then you can kind of like talk back to your family and say, Dad or Mom, do you know this stuff really works? Do you know, I ain't going to really finish that sentence, but you can kind of like fill in your own what they can tell their family. Because me, I never tell nobody to get off medication. I would never, ever, 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 because I'm not going to jail for nobody. I don't nobody say this, that, and all this other crazy bullshit. I'm just not going to do it. But bottom line, some of us is on stuff that's been on, we had for 40, 50 years. You'd be like, what? Just like, I was talking about blood thinners. When you're on a blood thinner, just out of blood thinner, you could be on blood thinner until you die. You do. I mean, when they put you on this blood thinner, I don't care if you had an incident at 20 years old. When you're on that blood thinner, you're on that blood thinner for life. For life. Like I was talking about the digestive enzymes. You got to take a digestive enzyme. A lot of us that still got your gallbladder need to take a digestive enzyme. I keep repeating myself, but I'm saying this for a reason. These blood thinners are dangerous. Meaning when you have that issues with blood clots, you got to be regulated by a doctor. That's why I was like, I will never tell you this. You go to your doctor, you handle that through your doctor. Only your doctor can taper you off. But whew, a lot of us be like, what happened, if the doctor take you off? Like I said, only your doctor can take you off. But sometimes we have to look at what really, like, common sense. And I know I'm going in the wrong area, the wrong lane. You want to sit down and be like, well, how can we get off this stuff? What do I need to do to get off this stuff? What I need to do to keep all my organs, what I need to clean my tubes. We all full of wires, our veins, you got veins all over. You got major arteries. How can I get those to be unclogged? How can I get those things to be smooth and open to where it's flowing like it should? How can I do that? I'm gonna leave it there. But going off, the reason why I made the video is to answer the subscriber question, to ease their mind, to look at the reason why sometimes people say things. We got to look at the reason why they say it, what they believe, what has happened to them. Some people had bad experience. And like I said, poisonous. Some of the stuff, if you take a whole lot of turpentine, you're wrong. Don't ever, ever, ever do that. Don't ever, 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 ever do that. But if you look at some rice, the way some people process rice, it has like a trace of cyanide. That's why you got to clean your rice. I know you're like, Viola, are you serious? Yes. Yes. Y'all over sin. Yes. Always take it with sugar. But when you take that turpentine with sugar, come on now. Remember, you feeding the parasites. So if it ain't no turpentine on all those crystals, some of them gonna live. Some gonna live, and I'm gonna leave it there. But I would not suggest always taking it with sugar. I wouldn't, because sometimes you mix it, if you like the honey, like with the my garlic MSM. Sometimes you can mix that with some honey for, when you're handling the children. You can mix it with honey. Sometimes, like with the turpentine, like she said, you can handle with sugar. You can put it, but I would just do it with castor oil. Because guess what? Turpentine and castor oil, perfect blend. And make sure you do it. Remember, you do more turpentine, more castor oil. I said it, more castor oil than turpentine. Some people like doing 50-50. No, I don't recommend 50-50. Nope. I'll recommend like 40-60 or 30-70. It depends on your reaction. And some people can't take turpentine, some people can't take castor oil. That's what I will always suggest. Try 3 drops the night before. And if you have no issues, have at it in the morning. Go ahead and take a healthy tablespoon. A healthy tablespoon. Make sure you shake it up. And like I always say, shake it up. Squeeze the drop it back in and shake it up. And this is for people. It's like a weight, but not necessarily. It's just like how bad are you clogged? Because some people ain't going a week. If you find yourself, if you eat breakfast, lunch, and dinner plus snack, and you eat like meat, breakfast, lunch, and dinner, and you clogged up for 3 days, you ain't have no poop, and it ain't none in sight. I mean, none in sight. Go with a tablespoon, but for trying it or doing it first time, do a teaspoon. I know I'm going in somewhere I didn't really want to go, but that is a herbal remedy. And then when we take fruits and vegetables and put it together, people don't realize. I'm telling you, when you blend up fruits and vegetables, you're actually making a drug. You're actually making a concoction for an ailment. We just don't know which one. We just know it tastes good because you put bananas and if you take some apple juice, like I said, apple juice. If you take apple juice, a half a banana, just a little bit of apple juice, maybe I would say a half a cupful of apple juice, a handful of spinach, and a half a banana. You blend it up, and you got to put some ice in there. It tastes like a smoothie. It tastes like those Jolly Ranchers candy, the green one. The green one, it tastes just like candy. Kids be eating it up. Guess what? It'll help them poop because guess what? They had apples and they had the spinach. And that's why you trick them. I said trick. Because sometimes, our kids be like, I ain't eating that. Because y'all don't, some of us, give them that free liberty. Go ahead, baby. What you want? And they don't eat no vegetables. And they rarely want to eat fruit. And all they want to eat the meat. That's I'll leave it there. That's your prerogative. But then we have the issues later. And I would love for you to call me. I would love for you to support it while I'm on this podcast. Because I want to get them parasites out the babies. But, I just, I know I'm clowning. I know I'm clowning. But, it's a lot of things that just need to be said. And I said it. Oh, I said it. I was like, I'm going to take this video and I'm going to go slow. I'm going to type slow, but I still be cutting up. But all seriousness, yes, there's dangers to it because you don't know how to do it. That's why it's nothing wrong with getting a book. It's nothing wrong with getting a book. It's nothing wrong with sitting down. And some of it's like, I think my cheapest rate is like $20 or $30 to sit down and speak with me for like 30, 45 minutes. I don't know. I don't really remember the rates, but just sitting down having that first talk. Because a lot of us, we getting sick because of our gut. We getting sick because we can't poop. And everything else happens. Everything spills in our blood and we end up getting sick. And then we go to the doctor and the doctor don't say anything about your intestines. It's just saying, let's get this out. Or you'll say, like, the misconception, the misconception is you go to the doctor, you're like, okay, my stomach hurts. They're going to give you something for your stomach. And it's really your intestines. It's really you can't poop. You got a pain on the side. You don't know why, Hence, you be wondering why your appendix be rupturing and bursting. I know that the appendix is right there. And the reason why it's so dangerous because it's toxins. That's where the poop is. People like, you don't need your appendix. You need your appendix. It's like you need your gallbladder. I get so sick of that. You don't need it. They just saying you can't live without you can live and have a normal life. That's a damn lie. I'm sorry. I said it. Studies already shown, proves out there. You can live. And when I'm saying a healthy, successful life, meaning no pain, you ain't got to take nothing. That's what I mean. So I had to clean that up. I had to clean it up, y'all. I had to clean it up because I had my gallbladder removed. I got to take up digestive enzymes. So, y'all guys, when we lose things, we got to take something for life. Like, who all had back issues, and then all you're doing is eating, the Tylenol, the Advil, you eating like Skittles. I mean, you just you just saying, whoop, it gives me a little bit of relief. And then when the pain get worse, and then you taking more and more, and then you're getting them heavy hitters, they give you the heavy stuff, that affect your job, your health, your blood, your mind. You're not sleeping. So let me tell you, when it affects your sleep, hold on. When it affects your sleep, family, how you going to heal? How you really going to heal? You're not. You're not going to heal if you're not sleeping. You're just not. You're just not. I know, like I said, a few people had so many bad experiences with the herbal, with the remedy, because they didn't get the full story. I'm gonna throw that in there too. They didn't get the full story, and then they tell them the lies, and then they just write it out. It's in history. It's already documented. They write it out. Write it out, history, and blinded and all this, and yeah. That's why it's like, this is like I can't say a dangerous field to be in. I know. Carrie, yes, said it's like, you can't say it's a dangerous field to be in, but it'll make you doubt some stuff. You'd be like, I'm gonna do it anyway. I'm gonna do it anyway because I'm gonna run my mouth and talk and go, look, I'm just here to make sure you guys can poop. I'm here to make sure you guys can get it all out and make sure it's going naturally. You want to be natural. So I gotta clean it up. You want to be natural. Why you want to be natural? Why? Because you're more healthier. You won't. Okay. Wednesday I had made a statement about your microbiome, and as far as about just make sure I answer subscriber questions, and about why you should be vaginally delivered and why you breastfed. Now, studies, it's already out that you'll live a healthier life. We're talking from, by the time you're my age. By the time you're my age, your 50s, going to 55, 60, 70, you're still healthier then. And this is what we don't look at. We don't look at the whole big picture. We're talking about your lifespan, how you're more susceptible to diseases. You're more susceptible to getting the flu. Like, I don't get the flu every year. I think I'm gonna say the last time I got the flu, I did get a touch of flu last year. Yeah, I didn't, and I'm thinking about my whole career. I may, in the military, I think I got the flu maybe 3 times out of my whole time in the military. 3 times. So we have to look at our overall health. Our overall health is dramatically affected when you're not vaginally birthed, when you're not, breastfed. Your health, is affected because you have to get your microbiome somewhere. You have to get your microbiome somewhere. And they don't really talk about that when you go to the doctor. They don't really talk about you go to the doctor. So I just want to make sure I clarify that. But I hope I answered those subscribers' questions, far as, this being like voodoo, yeah, and it's sad because we take these perceptions and these thoughts and these things because we look at movies and the movies be scaring the shit out of us. I mean, scaring us so we don't want to go to bed. We need somebody to lay. We need to sleep in mom and daddy bed. Y'all know, sleep with your brother and sister that we believe in. And we're like, I'm not going to take that. Just like the number 13. Y'all need to love 13. You need to love 666. I said it. I'm going to keep saying. I think I'm going to say it on every live. I'm going to make sure I say it. Yeah, because we need to stop believing all this crap that and not saying, your mother and father is full of crap, but I'm just looking at some things. We look at TV, it's telling you something, it's just you not getting the right thing that the movie's telling you, and I'm gonna leave it there. You want to get more clarification to what some of the movies tell you, go look at brother Panic. Go look at his channel. He's on YouTube. He broke down the Wizard of Oz. I looked at the Wizard of Oz and I'm like, oh, is that what it's about? I appreciate it. And that's why I don't look at TV today. Because I was like, okay, I'll leave it there. But it's just the stuff that, like I said, our mother and father is our God. They still your God. You got a piece of God. Stay it there. Stay spiritual. But we believe stuff. We believe stuff so bad to where we would die for, their honor or for that belief. If your mother said, don't put that hat on the bed, grandma said, don't put that hat on the bed, I'd be like, get that hat off the bed. But do I believe that now? No, I don't believe it. I don't believe it because, I already know what her belief was, her religion, her why she was so passionate about that, because a lot of us have superstitions. I remember when somebody, don't split the pole, don't walk up on a ladder, you're breaking a mirror, you're doing all this other stuff. Same thing, like, if the herbs are going to kill the parasites, if it's already been documented facts, you get that potion, you get that concoction, you get that herbal treatment, you get dough, you know what I'm saying? And of course, you got to trust us. And y'all already know you got one in your family. You be like, oh no, they cuckoo. You be like, why they cuckoo? Why you think that they in there playing, and all they doing is showing you the truth. They're showing you. Kara, you texting me? Yeah, they showing you what you need to be doing and what you don't need, So, yes. Hold on, family. Use my number. But y'all know how we have that. Y'all know how we believe in things and we tell on ourselves, because I'm trying to think of what superstition I believe in right now. I think, do I still don't split the pole? I think I was walking my daughter and her fiance and was like, don't split the pole or something like that. I don't know. But I don't know if y'all can share in the comments what y'all believe and what you had to, yes, George, freshly squeezed orange juice. That's why I do freshly squeezed, because I know ain't nothing in it. Come on. And like I was saying, we around places that we can't, grow our own stuff, that we can't, I know they took the farm life out. We want to live where we live. Our parents and their parents believed in, let's get in the city, let's get closer to here, let's this activity, we missing this. I get it. But another thing was hoodwinked and bamboozled. Because right now, after this crazy 2 years, everybody want land, everybody want to move. Everybody want to move, right? Am I lying? Everybody wants to move and get their own piece of land and grow their own food because they tired of this. Prices going up. You like, well, I ain't going nowhere. I don't need no gas. I'm going to ride my bike. I'm going to get my horse or get on my donkey and go down to the store to get. I know I'm cutting up, but right now, bike sounds nice, right? A bike sounds so nice because it's like even motorcycles probably moving off the shelves right now. Motorbikes, little mopeds, people buying them because you can go further and you can just go, go small, not too far, not too far because of the gas. You'd be like, what the hell? Gas shouldn't even be. I'm gonna shut up. I'm gonna shut up on the gas. I'm gonna shut up on current events and current things. But y'all know, it's a lot of things that we need to unlearn. It's a lot of things that we need to look at these movies and look at it as why shouldn't I take black walnut hull? Because you might be allergic to nuts, and black walnut hull is the hull. It's the thing that you take off the nut, take the nut out of. So a lot of people say, "Oh, it's the remnants. It's still got a little bit on it." Okay, if you're allergic to nuts, then don't take it. But if you're not, and you think you are, that's why you sample. You sample. Like out on my website, I used to have sampling products. I may put it back again. I'm not really sure, but I had give people samples so they can try it and test it. And I only did that on my capsules. It ain't no sampling. The tinctures. It's not, and it's a waste to even ship. But if you was local, I could let you sample stuff. I sure would, but no. But like I said, when I was talking about poison and stuff, like back in the day, we talking about way back in the day, you could go out there and powerful potions that will poison people. But that's not what we do. That's what they probably meant by demonic. That's probably what their perception is. That's probably what happened with them. Oh, I got sick. No. You didn't get sick from the herbs. You probably got sick because you had too much candy, or you could have got sick because you probably was allergic to certain things. Everybody's allergic to something. But if your body healed correctly, like I said, in the right environment, and a lot of people are like, well, what the hell do you mean by that right environment? But wait, when your body heal and grow back your good gut bacteria, get your microbiome in order, get your body back right, you'll find yourself starting to take a little bit at a time, take a little bit of herb at a time. And then you start feeling better, start dancing around, doing the jig, just cutting up and like, oh, my joints, they don't hurt. Arthur left. Arthur left. You'd be like, yes, I don't have Arthur anymore. You start feeling good and all this other stuff. That's what we do. We get you sleeping back right. I mean, sleeping good. Because a lot of us not using them free doctors, and I'm always throw that out there. And a lot of us not pooping. I'm always going to throw that out there. But as far as about the right environment, it's no way, like, how can I want to make sure I clean this. It's no way that you can tell me that, how can I put this? That if you go watch one of my videos and it says something can be healed, and like, I'll just be in this real blanket statement about herpes. It's no way that you could tell me that if you're a meat eater and you're not cleaning your blood, you're not cleaning your organs, you're not taking care of your body, you can't sit there and say it's going to be gone in 30 days when you didn't even go through the process and you just started eating clean, because I would say that you probably didn't have herpes at all. I'm going to just put it that way. You probably didn't have herpes at all because and I'm going to leave it there. But y'all need to see Coach Maria. Y'all go see Coach Maria, the herbal flower. Yes, I'm going to shout her out. Go on her YouTube channels. She is showing you the process, family. She's showing you the process. Because a lot of people, I have to say this, are taking their lives when, it's like I can't say, it's just a lot of stuff we're feared for. Like when the reason why I'm doing this video, a lot of people are fear, but jump over that fear and find out what's really the issue, what's really the trigger, what's really happening. Because I was going to say, a lot of people are committing suicide. Just to be totally honest, a lot of people committing suicide, and we don't need to do that. Don't suffer in silence. Don't be scared. Don't whatever. I know it's like our parents teach us stuff, our family. whoever raised you, whoever showed you things, sometimes they're wrong, even though, I know it's a lot of people, different religions, and they just can't do certain things. I'm not telling you to go against your religion. I'm not telling you to go against your religion, but you have to, and it's like, yeah, Viola, you are, but I know what I mean. You have to really look at what's the real issue. Why did they say, don't eat this? There's a reason why they said that. There's a reason why they said that. Find a real reason. But there's alternatives. There's very wise alternatives. But no, there's alternatives to a lot of herbs. You don't have to take, if your religion can't say you can't take that, there's other substitutes. There's other herbs that you can take. And I'll leave it there, because when a young lady used what she said, demonic, I was like, well, what did you really mean when you said that you didn't understand it was demonic? That was the main reason why, I did a podcast about some other things too, to answer subscribers' questions, because I was like, it's only because what they experienced, because y'all know that they say with voodoo you can make people stay away from you and all this other stuff. That's some magic. That's other realms, but that's not what herbalist does. That's not what an herbalist does. So it's like, what perception, or what thoughts, what actions, what's really the situation that had you feeling that way, because it's like an experience. Is probably somebody died, and a lot of people are like, oh, just like with high blood pressure, that's a silent killer. That's killing a lot of our family members. And instead of finding out what the cause is, we just like, okay, they pass me that pork. Woo! Get that barbecue sauce. let me thicken these arteries. Let me just keep eating this fat. Let me keep eating all this heavy meat. Let me eat it breakfast, lunch, and dinner. Let me put 4 meats like this. My meat lovers. Let's get 1 meat on that pizza. Those are pineapples up there, but I know I'm clowning family, but this is the stuff that we really gotta look at, because I don't know, somebody said they had clogged arteries. I don't know where that came from, but I don't know who I was speaking to, and I'm like, man, do you know there's a treatment to get your arteries clean? Are y'all doing a lymphatic cleanse? Are you really doing what you need to be doing? And I'll be like, I know. Stick to the topic, Viola, but it's the same thing. It's the same thing. A lot of us, the answers is right there in front of our face. I mean, y'all know how they say hidden in plain sight. Y'all know. I'm just keeping looking, because I want to make sure that somebody not telling me to shut up. So, okay, because I'm saying things I shouldn't be saying. So I'm gonna, I'll make sure that I keep it clean. But I know I'm wrong, fam. I know I'm wrong. Anybody got questions? They got any questions? I'm gonna take the questions. Oh yeah, see, listen, Kenya. I mean, Ya Over Sin is from Kenya, and she's sitting there telling us about sour sap, and she's telling us what it's called. Now, Ya Over Sin, tell them about the apples and all the other stuff that they have that we don't see, like the bananas. We eating the wrong bananas, family. We eating the wrong bananas. Look, the potatoes, there's more other potatoes, like the yams, like there's so much stuff we missing. It's so much stuff, because I was stationed in Korea 3 times. I'm gonna go ahead and put out that I was stationed in Korea 3 times, and man, they get down over here. I'm trying to tell you, it's so many different things that I taste, and oh my goodness. But imagine going to Africa, y'all, and seeing the fruit over there and the foods. Yeah, I was in Africa. I think I was in Africa maybe 2 months. I was over by 2 months. Food different, y'all. Food different. They got more varieties, a bigger variety of fruits and vegetables, is what I'm saying. If we had a more selective, well, not really selective. We don't want to select. We want abundance. We want abundance. We don't want the same stuff. And you ever seen that commercial, which is so sad, when if you get a banana or you get a orange and it has oddly shaped. No, they want them perfect. I'll go get them oddly shaped quick. And the like slow it down, slow it down. And I don't know what um y'all probably put it there. Is somebody gonna put it there? They have a store or a business that takes all funny looking fruit and funny looking vegetables, and it's cheaper. And I'm like, so what we buying? What we doing? What why you can't let us decide which one to get? That's what the supermarkets do, because they got the quality control. Yeah, I'm gonna leave it there. They got the quality control how a fruit should look. I would go get them crazy looking fruits and stuff. Come on, come on. I would. I wouldn't be sticking with the okay. I wouldn't be sticking with the stuff that we have, the perfect right this and the perfect, the imperfect foods. Thank you, sweetie. Imperfect foods. Tora, thank you. Yeah, y'all check out her. I don't know if it's like a female. Y'all check out her website. So I can't say that Danita 16. I, oh, I don't know. At first, I don't know why I thought it said mafia. I was like, I can't say that. And I said it. Misfits foods, imperfect foods. I would just go with them all the time. I would. It's cheaper. It's cheaper, and you might get a bigger variety. I ain't care how it's shaped. It's just the meat. Yeah, no, I don't want the meat shaped that way. Come on, come on. I don't want my fish with 3 heads. When I did eat chicken, I don't want the chicken with 6 legs. Come on. That's stuff that you don't want imperfect. You know, just saying. But the imperfect fruits and vegetables, man, it's well, you have to think about the genetically modified, the altar, the the stuff that they trying to give us. I'm gonna leave it there. But it is worth it. It is worth it to get the misfits food. It's worth it. You saving money. I'm always talking about saving money. I ain't trying to be cheap, but I'd rather you eat all that fruits and vegetables than the way we eating now. The way we eating now, family. I'm just saying the way we eat now, and then you see why you taking this, and you need to be taking this. I'll leave it there, but it's nothing to be scared of. Nothing to be scared of. Like I was saying, there's herbalists is probably in your family. You probably knew of an aunt, uncle way back on your in-law side. There's somebody there that you can sit down and talk to just to get the basics. All we ask you is to get the basics to know, if your stomach's hurting or if it's your intestines. A lot of us, it's our colon. That's the issue. We'll be like, oh, but I think it's the the small intestines. No, it'll be your colon trying to get that boo-boo out. I'm just saying, y'all know. But yeah, it is worth it to get that misfits food. So if anyone's trying to move, see, look, she said if somebody wants to look, she's already asking you if you want to move to Africa. Y'all look her up. Put your email address down there or a website or whatever. Yeah, when you mention the bananas, you're allergic. Okay. Taurus allergic to bananas. Are you still allergic now? Not really sure. Okay, so if you get a chance, make sure you put that there. Last year you took the flu shot. Yeah. I ain't taking no flu shots. Nope. I don't like the flu shot. I know I'm wrong. I shouldn't be saying that. It's not going to be monetized, so don't know if they're gonna take it down. But look, since I got 14 people on here, how many got Tylenol in their house right now? That doesn't really believes in the herbs. And look, it's no slight. It's no slight. All I'm asking, who got Tylenol in their house right now? You know, I live with other people in my house, so I got Tylenol in my house right now. Tylenol. I mean, because people believe in it so much. I mean, it does. It gets rid of your headache. It does. But smell some rosemary. Put some rosemary in your diffuser. Because I know the other day and I was dehydrated. I'm gonna be honest. I was working and getting stuff done. And I noticed that, it was like maybe 3 hours that I didn't really drink anything. And my tea was cold. I'm like, what the hell? I was getting a headache. And I'm like, I'm dehydrated. See, I just knew that. But back in the day, before me becoming an herbalist, meeting herbalist Kareem, learning this world, I would have went and got my Tylenol, shaking it up, taking it, and how many I would have took in the day? I would have took about 8. I would have took 8. I need to stop. Yes, that's what I was saying. When you take stuff, you be fucking with your liver and your kidneys. I'm telling you, that's exactly what you be doing to your liver. And then your liver's not it's not filtering nothing. It's clogged. And then when it starts getting fatty, and then it changes, you get cirrhosis and this, and you get liver cancer, just yeah. Because a lot of people don't realize, the blood's dirty, they got parasites, you just go on and on and on and on. But, when we go to the doctor don't sit down and ask you, you got parasites. When the last time you fasted and did a cleanse and did a detox? Have you ever did that? How was your sleep? I'm sorry. They may be asking you that now because these videos are saying, yeah, I need to ask, if you got parasites. That's what they do in these commercials now. Tell your doctor if you got parasitic something. And you be like, shit, if you eat meat and you eat other stuff and you're not cleaning your fruits and vegetables, we got parasites. If you're the one that's out there in these supermarkets stealing fruit, meaning you eating as you go, you got parasites. You got some little buggers up in there. And then you wonder why I'll calm down. But okay. We about an hour and 30 in. Anybody got any questions? Anybody scared of taking these herbs? Anybody? See, the king said these sweet baby rays. Yes, that's the barbecue sauce. For them ribs. Look, I used to tear a slab. What? And some mashed potatoes. I'd rather make my own, and I make my own with mushrooms. Mushroom little chickpeas, and they're like, Viola, that's nasty. It tastes good. And I can use some sweet baby Ray's barbecue sauce on there, but I will make my own. It be tasting a little bit like that. Cause let me tell you, that smoke, that liquid smoke. Thank you, Mama D. That's Purple Sage Health Living told me about that liquid smoke. So I be tearing down some greens, y'all, without putting that pork in it, without putting the the smoked turkey. Y'all know. Look. Oh my goodness. But yes, you haven't taken it since. Good. Because I'm gonna leave some of those things there. But look, we already know. But anybody have? Yes, I love your little mushroom. But have y'all tried the cauliflower steaks? Have y'all cauliflower little chickens? I'm gonna be honest. I bought it frozen because I like the way the bag look. And I said, let me try this. Knowing I shouldn't be buying that package though. Let me try this because I ain't know how to make it myself. Because my cousin moved out. Brittany, you making the bomb diggity. Cauliflower. She making little things and put the sesame street and put the sesame seeds and put that glaze. I'm like, what? But I learned, but I tried and it was good. I was like, man. So the trick is honey, y'all. The trick is honey. Y'all know. The trick is honey. A little bit liquid smoke. Whew. So Henry, that sounds like one of the recipes. That's probably one of the recipes I'll probably put out there. She said, "What herbs are good for?" So what caused it? What you think caused it when you're saying your glands? Because what you need to do, you need to do a lymphatic cleanse. That's exactly what you need to do. If we having problems here, you talking about your mouth, you talking about your saliva. You don't think you got to do something with your glands? You know, not saying it could. Well, yeah, your glands are off. That means your hormones off. Your microbiome's off. But you need to do a lymphatic cleanse. Look. I try not to throw any herbs out. I will stick with garlic, turmeric. I will stick with those. Garlic, turmeric, ginger. Have you done ginger shots? Did you get some black seed oil? Black seed oil. Can you tell me if you prep iodine? Yes, I make my own iodine, but I don't sell it. I don't sell it. I make my own iodine. I do. Is it Lady One? Yeah, Lady One, you can send me because I need to ask you some more questions. I need to ask you more questions. Support at verywisealternatives.com. But something's going on with your glands and something's going on with your lymphatic system. You need a lymphatic system. So you already know when your lymphatic system's the issue, you got to think about you have to think about your pooping um as well as your uh kidneys and your liver. Got all those to do. So what is BSO? I'm the y'all start putting these letters in here. Even my kids, that texting crap and y'all putting them letters. I be like, what the hell is that? Can you just tell me what is that? What's BSO? Got all those. Will do. What's BSO? Can you tell me what that is? But yes, I do. Okay, good. Good. That's what you need to do. If it's not helping you, how long you've been doing it, and you could be doing something wrong. But like I said, support at verywisealternatives.com. I mean, support at .com because I have to ask you some more questions as well as that. Anybody got any other questions? I'm about to get off. I've been here hour and 32 minutes. But if you can, please like the video. I know I forget that. I be forgetting to say like and share and all the other stuff. But yes, when something's swollen, that means something's clogged. Something's being clogged up in there. Yep. But you're right. When you go to the doctor, they don't ask that. They don't ask you about parasites at all. Not at all. Unless you specifically keep saying that your stomach's hurt. They're like, maybe you got a tapeworm. You'll hear tapeworm, but you won't hear about all them other parasites. You hear tapeworm, but you only hear that in the kids because they don't be thinking about the parents. They be like we gonna remember about some parasites because that's the last thing we thinking. That's the last time we thinking. But when the baby's scratching the butt, parasites, definitely parasites. But yeah, but like I said, don't be scared. It's really nothing to be scared from, except what your family actually believe in. Far as this stuff, these superstitions and all other stuff, because there's a whole lot of stuff that we need to like unlearn. And y'all watch my videos, you already see the ones that what I be telling you to unlearn. And if you got on the podcast about to go down. Look, the podcast, they probably take my podcast down because I be talking like I'm talking here. And that's why I like going live, because a lot of things I said I could have edited out, and I'm just going way too much. Way too much. Because you know how you at the dinner table and y'all talking and somebody kick you to tell you to shut up. Pretty sure a lot of people like, you shouldn't say that. They probably kicked me. I'm surprised. I'm surprised Cedar King didn't text me and say, don't say that. Why are you saying this? So, but anyway. But all right, family, if you don't have any questions, we're going to just go ahead and end for now. So, but I'm Herbalist Viola. Very Well's Alternatives is my website. And a lot of people ask me, what's my website? The same name is Very Well's Alternatives. Put www in the front, inward.com, and you'll find me. But all right, family, you guys have a great day. Look, happy Friday. You just got your check. What should I tell you that you should do? Just go on my website and get one of those herbs, especially like I keep saying, echinacea. You can never, let me tell you, you can never go wrong with echinacea. You can never go wrong with garlic, turmeric, ginger. You can never go wrong with those herbs. I would suggest you buy one of those herbs, and keep a stock. Keep a stock. What I was talking about today, I don't know if you got marshmallow. Get the herb marshmallow. Great for your, what everybody believes that they don't have and don't really think about it. But if you haven't corrected your leaky gut, that helps you with your leaky gut. So I'm going to leave it there. You guys have a wonderful, wonderful Friday and enjoy your weekend. Enjoy your weekend. Get outside and play like kids. Get outside, get under the sun and play like little kids. You'll sleep good that night. Y'all already know you'll sleep good that night. So, all right, family. Bye.